Mali said that France attempted to destabilize the West African nation in 2017 by violating its airspace and arming Islamist extremists. One of the accusations that ultimately brought an end to their once close ties was this one. Abdoulaye Diop, Mali's Minister of Foreign Affairs, claimed in a letter to the head of the UN Security Council that more than 50 airspace violations occurred in Mali in 2017, most of which were committed by French forces employing drones, armed helicopters, and fighter jets. In his letter, he claimed that France had violated Malian airspace flagrantly to gather intelligence on terrorist organizations operating in the Sahel and drop weapons and ammunition to them. Mali did not present any proof that France had given weapons to jihadist organizations. In its former colony, France had spent 10 years and billions of euros eradicating Islamist extremists, some of whom had ties to the Islamic State and Qaeda. The French embassy responded in a tweet that France had obviously never supported, directly or indirectly, these terrorist groups, and these groups remained its designated enemies across the planet. They went on to declare that throughout its 9-year deployment in Mali, 53 French soldiers had perished, and that France had taken out hundreds of Islamist rebels to increase security for Malians. They stated that domestic Islamist attacks had also been occurring in France. In a statement released in 2021, the UN peacekeeping mission in Mali, MINUSMA, concluded that a French military airstrike in the central Malian village of Bounty hit a group largely made up of civilians, killing several of them. We can see that despite the presence of UN peacekeepers and French troops, who led counter-terror operations, the number of terror attacks in Mali steadily increased, as did the number of Malians joining insurgent groups. The UN has done absolutely nothing since Mali reported France, and this is part of the reason why Malian Foreign Minister Abdoulaye Diop has said that the United Nations peacekeepers would leave northern Mali on schedule by December 31. On Saturday, the UN expressed concern about an uptick in Malian forces and the intensity of combat in the north, where opposing armed groups are fighting for territory. They went further to say that this might hinder their retreat. The UN said this in a tweet on the X app, formerly called Twitter. They also said that the junta in power had denied them permission to send convoys in to reclaim their equipment from bases there. In a video posted on social media, Abdoulaye Diop insisted on the fact that everything needed to be done to ensure the work of MINUSMA is ended by December 31. He went further to say the government does not foresee any extensions of this dateline. Diop has also claimed to be aware of the UN's request for permission to send in logistical convoys by land to transport equipment out of its northern locations and launch airstrikes to safeguard the drawdown. But he assured the general public that they were working hard on finding solutions to this problem. Many countries have claimed that they were not aware of the complaints Diop made, and people are beginning to think African countries are being neglected. Do you think the US is biased, or they were silently working on this matter? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Encourage us to keep making videos like this for you by liking this video and subscribing to the New Tourist channel. Do not forget to turn on notifications so you get notified whenever we upload new videos like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in our next video.